Well, an ancient discovery is shedding light on the early church. The Megiddo Mosaic dates back nearly 2,000 years, and experts believe it decorated one of the earliest Christian worship sites in Israel. Well, CBN News Washington correspondent Michelle London takes us to the Museum of the Bible to show us this foundation from the early church.
Here in the nation's capital, we're already seeing evidence of how this beautifully preserved 1,800-year-old Megiddo Mosaic is bringing the start of Christianity back to life. Since its recent premiere here at the Museum of the Bible, curators say it's already drawn in thousands of visitors from all over the world.
How we now have rediscovered it and can witness Christianity so far back.
Behind each of these original artifacts lies a powerful story reaching across generations.
It's kind of crazy, and how they just finally discovered it, which is pretty significant, I think.
From teenagers to history teachers.
This exhibit, for sure, has been my favorite part.
We saw an eagerness to learn.
What we teach and something that is an artifact, something that is real, and something that most importantly is interesting, is really profound for students.
When I heard about this mosaic and read the story behind it, I got the same kind of chills and the same kind of goosebumps.
Historians like the Museum of the Bible Scholars Initiative director, Dr. Bobby Duke, described the Megiddo Mosaic as the greatest discovery in Israel since the Dead Sea Scrolls. What's something people don't know about this exhibit or may not know?
I would say the question we get asked the most often, is it real? It does date back to the 3rd century, AD 230.
A period before Christianity became an official religion of the Roman Empire. The Megiddo Mosaic features a table used for communion and a design showing 2 fish, early symbols of Christianity, with handcrafted geometric patterns.
To make the designs that we see even around this flooring here, I mean, that takes hours and hours and hours.
The mosaic likely decorated one of the oldest Christian prayer halls in Megiddo, a city located in Canaan. In the 1940s, this site of ancient worship became buried under a newly maximum security prison, where it remained for 60 years. Then, in 2005, archaeologists accidentally rediscovered it.
They're wanting to do some construction, and whenever you do construction in Israel, you have to do a salvage archaeological dig to make sure that you're not constructing over something significant.
They carefully excavated the mosaic, hiding it securely in northern Israel, until flying it here for a first public appearance. Show us some of the exciting features, the inscriptions.
So the first one right here is dedicated to a man named Gaianus.
Historians say he was a Roman centurion who helped fund the mosaic floor and table, a rare show of unity between Romans and Christians. The second inscription describes some key women in early Christianity, while the third marks history.
The table is dedicated to the God Jesus Christ. Now, this phrase, God Jesus Christ, is in the 5th line of the inscription, and it is actually in a shortened form, so the letters that have the lines over them, it is actually a respectful way to write those words.
Dr. Duke believes these early writings are some of the first to show belief in the deity of Jesus, with this inscription from a Christian woman identified as a Keptis that reads, God Jesus Christ. The Megiddo Mosaic is one he hopes will open up a world of possibilities for future discoveries.
I think the thing that excites me the most is we never know what the next excavation is going to show and demonstrate. No one before 2005 would have ever dreamed we would have found something as beautiful and significant as this. So what's around the corner?
The Megiddo Mosaic exhibit is on display here at the Museum of the Bible through July 2025. And after that, curators say it may visit some other U.S. museums before returning home to be memorialized close to its original site in northern Israel. Michelle London, CBN News, Washington.
Well, literally every week, if not every day, you find these wonderful discoveries in Israel that show that the Bible is true, that these things really happened, that they really were churches in Israel, that there were synagogues in Israel, there was a temple in Jerusalem, and all of that reinforces how much we as Christians should support the nation of Israel. Of all the nations in the Middle East, the one with the most thriving Christian population is Israel. And so let's continue to support what they do and just the incredible rich history that's coming out from there. If you have a chance to go to the Museum of the Bible, I really encourage you to do it. Even without this exhibit, it's a must-see. And so please plan. If you have any plans to be in the nation's capital, make sure you see the Museum of